welcome along to another episode of this FM20 Build a Nation story, Climbing with Cliftonville with me, Daniel. It's part 35 and today we're back for that big game again. We've guaranteed European group stage football, but now we find out which competition. We've got the third qualifying round of the Champions League against Viktoria Plzen. A very strong side, but will we be able to get past them or will we drop into the Europa League playoff? That's all to be found out in a minute. We've got a little bit of transfer news as well. I guess after today it will mainly be focused on outs. And in between the two legs of this tie, we've got Glenavon off camera as we start our domestic season in the Danske Bank Premiership. You can see our predictions for the real version of the Irish Premiership in the eye above. That's over on our podcast channel. But today we are playing Champions League football and Cliftonville have got the chance to go mad. We're missing Glenn Middleton through injury, which is unfortunate. And that's where our replacement lies as well. So let's go and meet him firstly. If you are looking forward to that and this episode in general, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content as well as weekly live streams. And please do keep your eyes peeled on the community page this week. Plenty of polls, plenty of announcements about FM21, a Discord page which is going live. And of course you can find info over on Twitter as well. So please do keep up to date with that as we go and meet our new signing. As you can see, we're doing a lot of work to loan people out, to try and get people out of the club permanently in some instances, and 4 loans have already been done. But the man coming in is an Irish international, 50 caps for Northern Ireland, at 31, Shane Ferguson, good enough as a backup left back and left winger, and is likely to be a replacement for Cal Naismith, who seems to be on his bike. But he's played championship football for Millwall for years, he's played for the likes of Newcastle, Birmingham in the championship, and he's got Premier League experience under his belt. He's a player you can't refuse. And as we mentioned, those who have got lots of caps for their country are crucial ones. So Shane Ferguson, although a squad player, will definitely fit that mould this year. And here's part of the reason that we are going to be coming up against Plzen today in fairly confident form, because otherwise we wouldn't have had a left winger. But as it is, the visitors are slight favourites. We looked at them in the last episode. Their greyed out players are very good and we're worried about them. They've got one youngster who's not great, but in terms of the likes of Limberski, they're up there with any of our players. So I think a bit like Mulder, it will be a close tie. It's just whether we can make it happen. That's the big question here. Can we sneak through? Can we stay compact at the back? Can we avoid away goals? I've moved Sirkin to a fullback on attack to suit his duties better. We've also brought in Ferguson on the left wing because we're missing both Naismith tired and then of course Middleton injured. Mark Lyons out as well, so young Sammy Wilson is on the bench, though most of that reserve team will be required on Saturday. So we don't want to tire them out too much. But it is our first 11 apart from that. We've got Gavin Bazunu in goal. Williams and Sirkin are the fullbacks with Shotton and McDonald at centre-half. Finley Robertson alongside Matthew Smith in central midfield. Smith still gradually improving, although it is slowing down a little bit now. Harvey Elliott and Shane Ferguson on the wings, with Hepburn Murphy alongside Adam Idar up front. Crawford has signed his professional deal now. He's improving quite a lot. And we've also managed to get Stephen Thompson down to 1-2. Last episode, he was the only one who hadn't signed. He has now. Noah Daly signed, but he's not really improving. And Jake Kane is going to be the one that we're looking to this season to try and improve his attributes and his qualities very quickly. So that's the 11 we've got. The 18 stays the same. Not too much change in this squad. It's fairly settled, even with the loan players. Most of them are back from last year. So fingers crossed that will bode well for us today. We'll have a very quick look at the other 2 loan players that we had last year. Jack Clark from Tottenham, who is still not available for loan. And Ryan Burke from Birmingham, who I believe is still listed as first choice. He is. So no chance of any other changes. This is our squad for the season. It's just about getting 2 or 3 out. The likes of Lindley, the likes of Naismith, just to give our squad a bit of a more refined feel. So into the game we go. It's Cliftonville v Viktoria Plzen. How do you think this one will go? Do you think we'll get through? And how many away goals are we letting in? Let's get into the first leg and find out. It's a 4-2-3-1 for the visitors. Divis is in that number 10 role. It's not the best in the world, but it'll do a job for them. Otherwise, their team's very good. So we'll keep an eye on it. We're going to tell the lads to pick up where they left off. The first half is underway, and it is Cliftonville v Plzen. Fingers crossed, we won't embarrass ourselves. Another shock? Perhaps. We got Celtic last year, and we nearly pushed them all the way. So let's see if we can do the same here. Well, it's not been a good start in truth. 25 minutes, no highlights. Plzen have dominated the stats. I'm tempted to go positive just for the last 10 of the first half to see if it makes a difference. As Shane Ferguson takes a free kick, McDonald's there! And Shane Ferguson on his debut with a brilliant delivery. It is part of his forte. He's got a brilliant corner delivery, a brilliant free kick delivery. And to be fair, he set one up there with a beautiful cross. We've been outplayed in this game, but with our first shot on target, young Sean McDonald scores a header as Matthew Smith picks it up again to Ferguson. And can we do what we often do as Hepburn Murphy makes it 2 and Shane Ferguson set it up again. Hepburn Murphy, so often the goal scorer, and he's done it again. 2 shots on target, 2 goals, and despite being outclassed throughout this half, we have managed to get a 2-goal lead. We've got to keep an eye on that away goal. It is the thing that could cost us. But otherwise, if we get to the second leg like this, we're favourites to get to the 4th round. And that's the playoff. 1 round from Champions League group stage football. We'd get beaten every game, but it will change this save and the country's football forever. But Divies is putting a corner in. He wants something to say about that. Shot and heads clear. Elliott will get there first. Beats the left back to it. That's an atrocious tackle. I'm sorry, I nearly lost my words there. It was an awful flying lunge. And it's going to be a red card, rightly so. 2-0, we're going to go positive against 10 men. And I've just got to hope we can get back into this now. In terms of quality anyway. We might drop to balance, just see if we can get on top. But it looks like Plzen have still got the stats. So with 20 minutes to go, we'll think about changes. What can we do to stem the tide? So on the right wing, it's going to be Noah Daly. He's replacing Elliott. Winger on attack, spread the play as much as possible. Hepburn Murphy up to the advance forward. Crawford as a poacher. And then Robertson will be replaced by Jake Kane. And we'll get back into it. 20 minutes left. 2-0 as it stands, a good result. But we're getting outplayed despite being up against 10. And with 10 minutes left, not conceding an away goal is crucial. As Noah Daly licks it in attacking position for the visitors. But it's straight back forward. Of course I meant nicked it there. Williams heads away. Only as far as Consal. He's given it away to Noah Daly, who's made a real impact pressing since he came on. And it's now a 3-on-2. Daly's been left alone. He runs the length and slides his shot just wide. It was a really good chance to give us the 3-0, pretty much unassailable lead there. But he couldn't do it. And they've gone more attacking. So what if they nick an away goal? It will change this tie completely. You can certainly see the difference in quality. We've not been outplayed like this since Celtic in qualifiers. As it's crossed from the right hand side, deflects away, and Noah Daly's there first again. What an impression that man's made. He's going alone here to the edge. Oh, it's a great save by Tafat. Noah Daly, he looks like a man possessed today. He's not really improved in terms of quality, but he is driving at them. Nearly wins the header from the corner, and eventually it's cleared as far as Crawford. He gives it back to the central defender. Sirkin's the one covering there, and it's a bit behind him. But we will mop it up comfortably, and with 5 to go, it's still 2-0. As Tafat clears long down the left. Liberski gets forward, but Kane intercepts. Good challenge. Shane Ferguson to Hepburn Murphy. Great chance for 3. Great save by the keeper. Ferguson nearly had a hat-trick of assists. He's made some impact, this kid. 31 years of age, experienced, good squad member, decent personality. And he's made an impact. But now look at them coming forward. Shotter makes a good challenge, but it's going out for a corner. And with 2 minutes of normal time to go, this could be a disaster. Against 10 men, if we concede the away goal, we're probably out. As Shotton puts it for clear. It's gone as far as the midfielder who mops up. But still no news at the moment as we go into 3 minutes of stoppage time. A 3rd goal would kill this tie off. Nico Williams crosses. Headed away as far as Matthew Smith. To Kirkin. He's got a chance on the edge of the box. Tries to shoot but it's blocked. Gets into the box again and it's a good slide challenge. Though he keeps it in on the left wing. Sirkin tries to deliver. His cross is blocked and now there's a counter on. 2-on-2. It's Kaisek coming forward against Saul Shotton. Beats the sliding challenge. Oh, he scored. 91st minute, a brilliant individual goal. We're going to demand more, but it's 2-1 on the night, and that crucial away goal for Plzen could be everything. Are we going to fall at the same stage as last year? The cross comes in, it's 2-2. Now we're definitely going to fall. Oh, that's a disastrous ending. We were brilliant for 89 minutes, in terms of result, not performance. But now, in stoppage time, 2 goals conceded against 10 men Viktoria Plzen. And into the second leg, it's an uphill battle. It looks like we're going out at the 3rd qualifying round again. At least we drop into the Europa League, but that was a disastrous ending. It was 4 minutes from being sensational. So let's go and take a look at what the media have said. I mean, we've got to praise Hepburn Murphy. Shane Ferguson was fantastic on his debut. and it's going to be a very tough game for us going forward. But we've got Glenavon on Saturday. That's our main focus now. We'll play that off camera, and we will be back in a moment for the crucial second leg. Viktoria Plzen, unfortunately favourites. Mark Lyons is fit again for the second leg. Glenn Middleton is not. It's on a knife edge at 2-2. Cal Naismith has rejected Wimbledon, so I don't know where that leaves us in terms of squad. But let's go and have a look at the weekend game, because it was far from smooth sailing. We did get the victory in the end, 3-1 at Glenavon, but after 70 minutes, we had to bring on 3 of the big hitters, Robertson, Harvey Elliott and Adam Idar. And Harvey Elliott came to the rescue, a brilliant hat-trick, 2 solo goals that were incredible. Josh Daniels setting up the one for them. He was a really good player. And of course he's moved to the EFL in real life. But Harvey Elliott was the hero. The only positive out of that game is although they both got booked, Sean McLaughlin and Jake Kane, the 2 signings that we got on a free this summer that we were quite excited about, they were the 2 best players aside from Elliott. Of the starters, they stood out, and that's what we're looking for. So we're improving the squad, we're improving the permanent players, but it's going to take a while to settle in. Some of those youngsters weakening the team, of course. We have to bear in mind that this league campaign might be a bit closer. Before we get into the second leg, I very quickly want to keep an eye on the transfer window. Now, I haven't been watching this since you were last with me. So it looks like the only deal between top clubs is Daniel Hughes. Scored a hat-trick against us either last season or the year before for Crusaders. He's now moved to Ballymena United. That's a good signing for them, to be fair. He's a good player at this level. At 30 years of age, experienced signing, quality player. But there's not really a great deal happening. Larne have still only signed 1 player, despite their great finances. And it's really starting to worry me, if I'm being honest. 1 player in, which is Brad Lyons. They've got 1 agreed there, which is Barry Porter, to join Dungannon, going out of the club. So why aren't they signing anyone? Can someone let me know in the comments, why are Larne not signing anyone? I know it hasn't worked before, and they've got a very good squad. But they don't seem to be trying to improve. It does surprise me. But our 11 for today is exactly the same as the first leg. The bench, I think Lyons has come on, and aside from that, it's the same. Or Cal Naismith, was he on there the first leg? Don't hold me to it. I think Lindley and Wilson have dropped out, and Cal Naismith and Mark Lyons have come onto the bench. A bit more balance, a bit more defensive quality, but this is going to be tough. Those 2 late away goals have probably knocked us out. It's Viktoria Plzen v Cliftonville, and we need a very high scoring draw or a victory to get through. Let's see if we can do it. 4-2-3-1 again. Why would they change what worked? Even when we were 2-0 up, they dominated the match. So it's going to be very difficult for us to go and win this one. But either way, we'll get into the first half. Gavin Bazunu captains the team today. And we go into it with hope more than expectation, as Plzen are coming forward early on. Down the right-hand side for them to Divis, the young number 10. He's got a chance to cross, but goes back to Consal. Edge of the box to shoot, will it be? Into Kaisek, and it's saved, but it's back to the keeper again. And 3rd time lucky it's in. 2 brilliant saves from Bazunu, but Martin Liberski puts it in. And the 2 scorers from the first leg have combined, as Plzen look like they're heading through. Dominant already, although Ferguson's got a free kick. To the back post, it's headed away by Consal. Saul Shotton will mop up though. Can he find one of his own players? Cliftonville players not really playing for him here. They've just moved away and we've lost it on halfway. Liberski's through 1-on-1. It is terrible defending. And thankfully it's over the bar. But we deserve to be out there. And I don't hold much hope for this game. I've got a feeling Plzen are a better side than us. Though we have got a free kick on the edge of the box. Kaisek picking up a yellow card. And 25 yards out, it will be Ferguson to take. Can he become a hero? Oh my word. 2 assists in the first game. And a stunning free kick from Shane Ferguson. We're still going out on away goals as it stands. But it's a lifeline. And it's an incredible one. Ferguson underrated by our coaches. He's been immense since he come in. But Liberski's going straight from the kickoff. His shot's blocked and it's out to Kaisek. We cannot compete out there. In again, Shotton gets it away. To Matthew Smith. To Sirkin. Chance to go back to the keeper, Bazunu. To McDonald. Long downfield, and can we get there? No, it's forward to Consal. Hudek to Consal again, to Kaisek. Got an overlap on the right from the fullback. He's challenged by Sirkin, but it's back inside. Consal picks it up to Hudek, to Liberski. Another chance to Scala. It's in for 2-1. We cannot compete. This side is better than us. This side are going to knock us out. And it will be Europa League playoff action for the 2nd year in a row. So will it be Europa League group stages, or will we drop to the Europa Conference? That's the question this year. Kajsek in again, Sirkin heads away. Finley Robertson downfield to Hepburn Murphy. He's got Idar with him. Hepburn Murphy going alone though. Really good run down the left side of the box, and it's forward to Ferguson. He finds Finley Robertson. Back to the edge again, and it's Hoof downfield. And Lebersky again holds it up well. Finds Scala to Divis. It is all out attack from them, and on the counter they look relentless. 2-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. Viktoria Plzen surging through as it stands. But Ferguson wants to give us a lease of life. He finds Sirkin and now Saul Shotton. He's going to go inside to Matthew Smith. Sirkin to Robertson quickly, and he goes back to the centre half Shotton with time on the ball. To Sean McDonald. Plays out to the right wing. It's Harvey Elliott. He's got the overlap from Williams. Instead cuts inside though. He's now in the centre circle. Switches left to Shane Ferguson. Into the box. He's got Sirkin ahead of him. Chance to cross it in from the byline. 2 in the middle. Adam Idar's 1. And it's 2-2 on the night. What a tie this is turning into. Away goals are out of the question now. We cannot go out on them. We might get through on them if we draw 3-3 or higher. But this is the only result that gets us to extra time. So it is one hell of a fight, but they still look good on the counter. And that's the bit that scares me. Finley Robertson's picked up a knock, so Jake Kane will come on for him. A twisted knee you can't take a risk with. 15 to the break. And we're back as Adam Idar's been fouled on halfway. Very weird timing. The player's already on a yellow. And for the second game in a row, Plzen are down to 10 men. Now last time, that inspired them. They got 2 late goals after it. We've got to make sure the same doesn't happen this time. It is our best opportunity to get through. We did not see this coming after 15 minutes. But Shotton clears long to Idar. Down the left-hand side, he's got Hepburn Murphy inside him. Might not need him at this rate. That is sublime. Adam Idar, the length of the pitch. And in he slides it to the far corner. A 3-2 lead for Cliftonville. And as it stands, we are going through on aggregate. One more for Plzen is away goals, although Ferguson's got a free kick. Elliott slid it in. Harvey Elliott on the break. What a moment for him. He's becoming a goal-scoring machine very quickly. It is 4-2 to Cliftonville on the stroke of half-time. 6-4 on aggregate, and now Plzen need 5. From being 2-1 down and completely out of it, we are now favourites to go through. We've got a 3-goal advantage as it stands, thanks to the away goals. And suddenly, it looks like Cliftonville are going through. What a night this is in Europe. But we're back again as Kajsek's coming down the right. They might be down to 10, but Plzen are not giving up. Though Sirkin clears downfield. Hepburn Murphy to Adam Idar. He skinned his man. He's in again. Adam Idar. It's a good save. That could have wrapped it up. I think one more. We won't concede 4. But conceding 3, I can't rule that out yet. As Williams puts the corner in. Headed to the edge of the box. Hudek hoofs downfield. But we're starting to overtake them on some of the stats now too. This is a really good sign with an hour gone. We'll leave the changes as long as possible. But as it stands, Cliftonville are going through to the Champions League playoff. 1 game from the group stages as well. We already know who we've got in that tie. We'll show that after the match. Conor McLaughlin coming on because Nico Williams is booked. We don't want to take risks at this point. And aside from that, I think we're going to leave it for a minute. 5 more and we'll bring on Connor Crawford. Because Hepburn Murphy's not been great up front. To be fair, Harvey Elliott hasn't either. But he scored goals, so we've got to leave him there. Hepburn Murphy replaced by Crawford. 15 minutes left. Shane Ferguson's free kick. Harvey Elliott tipped onto the post. It's a sublime save. I think he might have been offside anyway, but the keeper wasn't to know. He's been fantastic. And a Ferguson free kick coming in again from the left. It's all we're seeing at the moment. Idar's offside as he heads it in. Didn't look it in truth, but the keeper should have done better there. But this time his blushes were spared. 5 minutes to go. We are through. Champions League playoff round. We are 1 game away from Champions League group stage football. If we lose it, it's the Europa League again. There is a no-lose situation here for us. A fantastic comeback from 2-1 down. It looked awful until the red card in truth. And we got away with it this time. So let's see who we've got. It's already there on screen. Let's go through the messages. Finley Robertson, injured for a week. So he'll miss the weekend's match. Might miss the first leg of this one. Rapid Vienna, the opponents, in 6 days' time. They are not a great side. They've got a 3.5-star reputation. They've got a couple of real players. So Nuiu's recognisable from Sheffield Wednesday. Excellent target man. Vedat Uz, who is an 18-year-old right back, is a brilliant young Turkish player. They've got Ken Sema, who is a Swedish international who is high quality. Left winger or left fullback. And their goalkeeper is an Austrian international, and he is top class. So the real players there are much better than ours. The greyed out players, about the same. So if they can avoid red cards, they're probably just about favourites. But it could be Champions League group stage football. We're only one game away. And it's going to be an incredible tie as well. Before that, we've got to worry about Institute off camera, who of course finished second last year. They've still got Calvin Falconer up there, causing problems, scoring goals galore. And they're still doing really well. So we've got to say fair play to them. But Rapid Vienna will be the next opponents. Ballymena sandwiched in between them. But we will be focusing firmly on Europe, as we've got a chance to make the Champions League group stages. The worst will be the same as this year. No Europa Conference for us. It will be the Europa League group stages or the Champions League group stages. Which one will it be? Let me know your early predictions down in the comments. Some good players in that Vienna team, but you never know. We've upset the odds before, and we did it there against Plzen. Two much tighter ties this year against Mulder and Viktoria Plzen. But we've got through them, and we've shown the grit. We've shown that style, and we've managed to do it in the end. Harvey Elliott starting to look a start. A few other players coming up to the plate. So we'll be crossing our fingers that we can get the job done. Let me very quickly go and see if Linfield managed to get through in their competition, because it was a massive game for them in the Europa Conference third qualifying. They lost 3-0 in the first leg at home, so I think it's fair to say they'll be out, but a good run nonetheless. Will improve the coefficient slightly and will really help us moving forward. So good news for Northern Irish football. Now we just need them to get active in the transfer window. So hopefully we'll see something on that front. We'll be back for Rapid Vienna. But if you did enjoy this episode, that remarkable comeback against Plzen, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you think we'll be able to do this year. If you think we'll be able to get some of those fringe players out of the club as hoped. And if we can keep things ticking over nicely until we move back into our new and improved solitude, that would be absolutely brilliant. Subscribe to the channel for daily content from this series, weekly live streams every Tuesday morning, and keep an eye on that community page as I said earlier. Loads of announcements for FM21 coming up, some votes, some opportunities to choose some of our saves, and that will be available on the community page on Twitter and on Discord. So please do come and check it out, and thank you again for your incredible support. The Danske Bank Premiership has just started again in real life. It is the first fixture weekend this week, and we have produced a team-by-team guide and our pre-season predictions for each team. So please do check that out on the podcast channel. It's in the eye above, and the feedback's been fantastic. So thank you for giving it a try, and thank you for your incredible support. But a big thanks for watching this one, your continued support of this series and the channel in general. And I hope to see you next time for the big one, the Champions League playoff decider. Can we make it to the group stages? Join me next time to find out.